lawyer. It just means that you have to serve justice. And it seems like when you serve justice in your life's purpose, it's like you get a grace card. You get everything you need to continue on another day of doing your life's work. So it doesn't have to be legal. It doesn't have to be judicial. It just has to be the idea of serving justice. And this is one of your conflicts, is that you really are so good at what you do, but you never receive the just desserts.
Oh, okay.
Is that pretty heavy? You got a very heavy reading, even for me.
Well, it does speak to my recent years, because I started a nonprofit, and it was all about serving social justice or injustice or the underserved. But I left it behind after a great number of years working it, and now I do something totally different. But it's still helping people, but it has the potential. What I do has the potential of making money. And so, yeah.
Okay, so it is about justice. It's always about justice what you're serving then.
Yes, I'm always for the underdog. Always.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting.
Wow.
Well, thanks for giving us the feedback. Have a great evening and join us again.
Thank you. Ladies, I love it.
Thank you.
And that you're a truck driver. Oh, my God, I love it.
I did too. Money was great. I love the travel. I was in I've been in all states and got to know the world pretty good, and all the big companies. I even pulled for the Treasury and parked, on the military bases, and went to Microsoft and carried, the laptops. It was a great time of my life. But, I was always a psychic. No matter, I would walk in, and believe it or not, even as a truck driver, I'd try to look as manly as possible, my jeans, white shirts, boots, and a big belt buckle, because I drove a truck, because I'm 5'11". But I'd walk in and go, "You're a psychic, aren't you?" It's like, God, how can you tell? I just walked in the door because I'd never seen me before. It'd be, the guy behind the counter at a Love Truck Stop or something. And I still remember it. So you can't hide it, So I know you're not going to be able to hide yourself either. So you said you had a nonprofit and you put everything into it. But remember now, you're doing a complete shift. So flip everything that you've been doing, right? It's okay. I really think you ought to call and get your somebody that's highly skilled to read your chart, because I'm still trying to understand my own. And I had mine done back in the 80s and paid $75 for it. But, I still didn't understand it. So I'm still learning, even though I'm a psychic. But whatever you've got going on for you, it looks pretty good. So, just keep doing what you're doing. But at the same time, you've got to flip it. So what is this? Anyway, we can talk all night. So just stay in touch with us and give Suzanne a call. Suzanne, did you get her number? She loves us ladies. Did she get your number?
Yeah. 714-400.
Okay. You know what? I'm trying to write your name down from the blog talk. Okay, so it's
Suzanne and CJ.
714. Okay.
400.
I'm sorry. 714-400.
7384.
7384. And Suzanne, I just love your voice. Your voice. I was in radio. For a number of years, and I just love your voice. I love both your voices. They're so distinct. And
I like hers better.
I love both of yours. Okay. So Suzanne is 714-400-7384.
You got it. And I have so much difficulty. I can't stand listening to the sound of my voice. It drives me nuts.
Oh, no, quit. No, you got a great voice. You have a true, I love watching black and white, old English or old American movies. And, from the 30s and 40s. You have that kind of voice. Both of you do. They're very distinct. Your voices are very distinct. I love them.
Oh, thank you so much. Have a great day and join us again, huh?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
the first
both
person
of you.
that's ever. We don't have anybody else, but you're the first person that told me they like my voice. And
Oh God, yes. Yeah.
Doesn't she have a beautiful voice? It's melodic. It's comforting. It's clear. Yes.
Is that my voice?
Your voice. Your
yours
voice.
Yeah. No, I know. I did radio for a long time, and I in connection with my to promote my nonprofit. Now I know I have a great voice. I do have a wonderful voice, but you all have a great voice. You all, yeah. No,
well, maybe you
both
better
have
come
great.
do radio some. Have you got time?
I'm sorry?
Have you got time to do radio again?
Oh, isn't that sweet? And so you're so psychic to say, do you have time? Because I am spread all over the map. If I did radio, I probably would do something like Blog Talk. I wouldn't do it the way I did it before. I did radio, like National Public Radio, that radio station.
NPR, yeah.
Well, I did not. I did work for them indirectly in Tucson at the university, but it wasn't on the air stuff. I did on the air community supported radio outside of Tucson, and that was community supported radio. And I had my own shows and I produced them. And then I had another station that I worked with, and I did the same thing. I produced my own shows, and I was a talk show host. And I know we never should say never, but I thought, I'll never do this again. Blog Talk to me offers the idea, I think, of being very independent. And I think that really speaks to me. So if I ever did anything, it would be probably on Blog Talk or a podcast, that kind of thing.
Well, why don't you try it or call me? I've got some days open, but they've got a special going for 23 months. So it's only $20 a month.
Hey, Teresa, did you want to give her your phone number and she can?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. We're just talking because we had a break in there, but now somebody else did call in. My name is TJ. It's Teresa Jeanette, but I go by TJ Morris, and my phone number is 850-376-0.
Okay, wait.
376.
Okay.
9100.
Okay, 9100. Okay, so let's see.
That's it. Number. Give me your first name again. I forgot. I'm sorry.
It's Lisa. Lisa,
I'm terrible with names, and I worked for Lisa Freight when I was a truck driver. Isn't that funny? It was Lisa
I think
out of
I
American
love
Eagle.
talking. Oh my God, I love hearing that you were a truck driver. I just love it.
Really?
Oh, that's
wow.
Great.
Oh my God,
right.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I know you got your other caller. Okay.
Yeah, but Lisa, call me in the afternoon tomorrow over the weekend. Let's hook you back up in some radio. I mean, I thought
I can't.
Live.
I'm really busy for all that, but sometime I will. Sometime I've got a couple ideas, but when things settle, I'll give you guys a call. Though you're really nice. I'll find out more about the astrological chart and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you're going through a major change. Apparently, radio's not on it. You've been there, done that, got that T-shirt. So. All right. Well, you take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right. We got. I know Diane, Suzanne. I didn't have anybody, so it was her or Rich. So. But we got somebody now. 201. You're live and on the air with TJ and Suzanne. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hi. Is it?
Hi, Suzanne. This is Jackie. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi,
is that it?
Yes.
Jackie from New Jersey.
Yeah, I think we talked to her
What's going
before.
on today?
Go ahead, Jackie.
Yeah, I had two people from my job that try to reach out to me, and I'm not really in the mood to speak with them. They've tried to undermine me in the past, and I don't appreciate it. I just want to know what they're up to, because I haven't returned to work yet.
Rich, did she fall off?
I'm
Hold
still
on
here.
just a minute, Jackie.
I'm
Hello.
here.
Oh, there you are. I wonder what happened. I didn't do anything.
It just dropped off. It just dropped off. It said, thank you for joining Blog Talk Radio, and then it went click. So I don't know if I was on too long or something. I have no idea. But
well,
we were
let's try again. Yeah, this is Jackie, and she's got
from
some,
New Jersey, and she wants to ask
some problems at work, and she hadn't gone back.
Yeah, two women. So what's
that
I'm
supposed
to have?
Water? Yeah, what's going on at the water? We used to call it at the water cooler, right? Like the like the show office or something. But I'll let you talk to Suzanne about that. Go ahead, Suzanne. This is Jack. We talked to her once before, I think, but let me mute. Go ahead.
Jackie, tell me your date of birth.
1/5/1965.
So I'm going to ask a question, and I don't want you to take offense because I want to give you your solution, and I think I can give your solution in 10 minutes or less. So let's just go to work, okay? So these two ladies that you're having a office conflict with, which is just got to be the worst because you spend all day with these people, does this remind you of something like this that happened in the past?
Yes.
Okay. How is it similar?
It's like high school nonsense, and people pulling strings behind your back. Like it's petty and it's not fair, and then I end up doing the bulk of everything, and then they run and hide and one takes credit, the other one pretends she doesn't know what's going on, but she's the main one. And I've allowed them to. I've given them all the rope I want to give them. I don't want to give them any more rope.
It's gotten you to feel Jackie. It's gotten you to a place where you feel depressed. You have a sense of regret over the past. When a person starts vocalizing a regret over the past, what they're doing is they're expressing their depression, and somehow or another, these female office workers are making you feel unworthy and less than.
Well, one of them likes to she likes to throw her credentials around, and but I know she depends on me to get the work done. And both of them do have more credentials than I have, but I do the work.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a really, really simple, straightforward question, and I want you to hold in the answer no until I work my way through this question. Okay.
Okay.
What would happen if you simply stopped covering for them and doing their work and tried to get transferred out of the department? And I'm going to be really direct with you, very blunt, very direct, and right to the point with you. I think that this pattern, in some way or another, resembles a pattern that you saw in your home, in your early family life. And here's the part of it that is so dishonest and really gets you angry and feeling hurt, is that if they really were as talented as they say they were, and if they really were as educated and they really were as qualified, then they wouldn't need you to do the work for them. So it's a lie shrouded in evidence. And it is you should pay attention to the person who constantly makes a point of saying, well, look at me and look at what I've done. They're always covering something up. Because truthfully, in my life, I've been busy doing my work and, taking care of my life and raising a family and just doing life. I haven't had time to stand around and say, hey, look at me. Look at how great I am. Hey, look at what school I went to. I haven't had time for that. And why is that? Because when you're good at what you do and you're trained, educated, qualified, practiced, experienced individual, you're doing the work. You're not sitting around saying, hey, look at me. So I want you to figure out a way to take and stop doing their work for them. That's what I want you to do. I'm not